Okay, today is April 22nd, 2017, and right now at 8:30 p.m. we have a temperature of 73 degrees here in the foothills of Los Angeles. The barometer is down a little bit. We're at 29.91 inches. The relative humidity is 26.5%, and the dew point is 38 degrees. And we see a frontal system moving in. This is that storm we've been watching for the last 3 or 4 days out here in the Central Pacific, moving towards California. Looks like some of that is moved into California. We can see a frontal system right here. This storm has been beat up. We saw right angles on it. And as it moves in, we would expect to see a lot of rain based on this pattern here. This is the infrared map. Let's look at the water vapor map. Yet there's very little rain. There's almost zero rain in the entire state right now. Let's look at the IntelliCast map. We got a problem with the IntelliCast map. Let's refresh that. Come back to that here in a second. But there is no rain except for an area right near Redding, right at the top of the San Joaquin Valley, showing some rain. The entire state is being sprayed over with chemtrails. Today we had very, very heavy chemtrail spraying all day long, and that is causing the capping inversion layer. The nanoparticulate aluminum in the aerosol spray is a desiccant. It lowers the relative humidity. As I say, right now at 8:30 we have a humidity of only 26.5%. With this pattern right here, this flow pattern, we should be having light rain right now. We can see all these bands of moisture moving in, yet there's no rain. So this is the kind of climate change that these idiots on television, these paid actors, these traitors, are not reporting to the audience. So we're doing it here. Okay, this is alternative media trying to set the record straight. We've got shills like Al Gore and others in our government that are telling us that carbon dioxide is causing a climate change and global warming. No, it's not anything of the sort. That's completely wrong. What we've got here is covert weather manipulation. That is stopping the rain in California and other places, mainly in California. We see these storms move through. They don't dump any rain in California. Once they move through, we see plenty of rain being dropped all over the place out here in these other states. Let's go back to the IntelliCast map and see if we can get some kind of service out of the IntelliCast Doppler map here. This map is still frozen up. Okay. All right. There we go. Let's try this again. Yeah, this is we're having trouble with that. Okay, let's go to the Northeast Pacific Water Vapor Loop. And we can see that there is a large area of thunderstorms developing right over Mexico. Let's take a look now at the pressure maps. Right here, we have the sea level pressure map. We have this huge area of high pressure out here right off of California. And also we've got a low indicated right here. This is what's bringing our barometer down tonight, right there. We've got high pressure. Let's take a look at the 500 millibar next. And we can see that there is a high. There's an H right there over Mexico. This same area where there is thunderstorms developing right here. We see some squiggly lines as well all through this area of California, southern and central California. There's high pressure that has been installed to prevent this system from dropping down. Okay, let's look now at the 300 millibar map. You can see this upper level low here, a lot of squiggly lines. And look at here, we have low pressure all through this area. But yet in the 500 millibar map, we've got high pressure right on top of low pressure right here. So we've got a low pressure area right at the surface level with high pressure stacked on top in the 500 millibar map. So I'd like to hear Dallas Raines and Fritz Coleman and Josh Rubenstein and all these other shills on TV explain how we have high pressure on top of low pressure. We've got the sea level pressure map right here, low pressure, and we have a high right on top of it at the 500 millibar level, 18,000 feet. And then, of course, at the 30,000 foot level, we've got low pressure all through this entire area. And we have plenty of squiggly lines here. These squigglies indicate varying degrees of high and low pressure in this area where the transmitters are working to maintain, to re-steer this system that's moving in. Let's go back to the water vapor map. And we can see Hawaii is actually getting some weather out here. This low pressure system has been hit with a transmitter. We can see that there's not a whole lot of organization left. There's no rotation, but the remaining residual moisture is moving over the islands, and hopefully they're getting some rain and not being choked to death with those aerosols like we were here in Southern California. As I mentioned, these aerosols contain aluminum nanoparticulate, so is it any wonder why there's an explosion and epidemic of Alzheimer's disease all over the country with this aluminum being sprayed daily? And by the way, today is Earth Day, I believe it is, Earth Day, and we're choking on chemtrails here in Southern California. Let's go back to that IntelliCast map and see if we can get some service out of that map. Okay, no such luck. Okay, no service out of that map. Okay, here we are. Here's the situation in the infrared loop. We've got thunderstorms bubbling up right here. And we've got a script running right now. Okay, let's try this again. There we are. Okay, very good. We're going to get this video up one way or another. Promise you that. Okay, Mexico, absolutely zero rain from that thunderstorm system that's right in the center of the country. No rain showing up. Let's go back to the our state here. We see that little bit of rain, precipitation right up here in Redding at the top of the San Joaquin Valley. There's no rain anywhere else in the entire state. There it is. Here we have an opportunity for rain, and these terrorist weather controllers and their minions that are reporting the weather on television are covering up the fact that this rain opportunity is being stopped with the chemtrail spraying activity. Okay, I'm angry about this because not enough people know about this. I tell a lot of people during my daily activity about what's going on, particularly today. It's so obvious. We have a frontal system moving into our area, and there's the entire state, yet there's no rain. Now let's look at the SSEC water vapor map, and we should be able to see a lot of chemtrail spraying in the map. You can see a lot of aerosols being sprayed right here on the back side of this frontal system. There's a lot of you see a lot of lines being sprayed. Those are the jets. Also right out here, right in this area. If we go back to the big map, right here, we have basically a Pineapple Express flow moving right towards California. Let's look at the jet stream map right now. You can see that the jet stream is hooking north into through central California and up into northern California right here. Okay, no rain, and we have, as I mentioned, this Pineapple Express sort of setting up here, this flow pattern. And so we should expect to see plenty more chemtrails tomorrow on Sunday. We've got this pattern here, and then we have all this water vapor right here, right behind this frontal system. We'll have to see what they do. There's an area of high pressure separating this cooler North Pacific water vapor flow with this tropical flow down here. So we have a big barricade area of high pressure that's been built in, installed by these terrorists controlling our weather. Okay. All right, so that is the report for today. And we'll leave it right here. And and there is not much rain. We would expect to see a lot of rain in California today, cool temperatures all over the place. But today it was very hot. It was about 94 today in the foothill areas. I was out on the freeways, and the sky was just blanketed with the stuff. Particularly the further north you look. When you look over the mountains to the north, they were really spraying hard over the mountains and out in the desert areas to the north of Los Angeles, where this area of moisture is moving in. Okay, that's it. We'll do another update tomorrow.